What's going on? Hopefully we're all doing well. So yeah, quick update video. This one will actually be quick. I reckon I can do it in about 15 minutes. But if you can, like, comment, subscribe, share it about. And yeah, I'm just going to go straight in. So pretty much I'm going to start with Bitcoin. I'm just going to go over obviously what was expecting over the last few days. Um, what we are going to be expecting obviously in relation to alts. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd say I'm mainly just going to cover alts today. As you can see, obviously across the board, now what's happening is Bitcoin. It's taken a bit of a back seat because we've had that third of a third break. Obviously, that straight, literally, you can see it's third of a third. It's just a straight up move. So once we've had that, obviously wave four, wave five. Sorry, that's actually an expanded flat, and we've continued. Now that we're obviously up here and we've done this, this is obviously now time for Bitcoin to, 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, and just keep going sideways and up the whole way. So now we are obviously going to see alts really pop, in my opinion. I did expect it to be up here. I did obviously expect us to have sideways, but because we was ranging sideways and going up and ready for a breakout at the time I didn't think we was actually going to get a breakout. So I just needed to clear my throat. But at the time, I did not think we was going to get a fifth way extended fifth way breakout. It wasn't until obviously here where we said, because I was just saying, look, it's generally just a bit of fun, but sometimes as impulses can look, corrective until they're not, and that was the alt count. Um, but yeah, we obviously held that level, and we've got the leading diagonal. Wave one, wave two, expanded flat for wave two, and then obviously when I saw the expanded flat, that normally precedes a very strong move. Expanded flat's the most bullish flat. Most expanded flats the most bullish flat and precedes the best moves, but expanded flats, running flats are the most bullish, but expanded flats are the ones that, um, yeah, precede extensions. So like now we're probably going to get an extension. So you've got an expanded flat wave one, wave two. This could even just keep going even higher than this. I think we could even top out around 106, 108, and maybe even 109. Just depends on sort of where it goes to. But yeah, obviously we've been expecting this, and I do think we're going to blow the lid off, and no one's expected it, and that is obviously the best part as well, when you've got most of CT screaming for the highs, that all this, and I did agree to an extent. I didn't think was going to sweep the lows, as I've been mentioning on Twitter. It did make complete sense. There's a lot of untapped lows, and that can obviously precede a quick. Obviously, when we was up here, everyone's calling for a flat and a quick flush of all these lows, but we've already got a flat for this wave too. So in my opinion, this is probably your wave four. Your wave three might go here, and I know this to most does not look right, but that could actually go like that. And some people are like, well, this is tiny compared to this, and it is, but that can sometimes happen with sharp waves fours. So, but for the time being, though, we are not going to count it as that, not until we get to the highs. Until we get to obviously a lot higher, we're going to just be counting this as wave three, wave four, and like that. Um, but yeah, it's looking good. I do think they're also going to be going in absolutely parabolic, and they're already showing it now as well. I do think that all the memes as well, they might take a bit of a back seat, to be honest. I don't know. It's going to be a bit of a funny one. If you was fully into memes, honestly, I wouldn't fully rotate. I mean, look, I wouldn't fully be into memes anyway. I think that's stupid. But wait for the market to show. Don't time it. Memes could still be the meta. Memes could still be the thing that is going to be, sort of outperforming. So just sort of bear in mind, don't try and time, right, this is going to be the time now where utility is going to be running. Wait for utility to run and then get in utility. Yeah, you might miss 10, 20, 30% of the moves, but you could be in memes and your memes could be doing a 2x while some utility is doing 50%. So, in my opinion, I have a bit of a mixed bag. I've got a few memes that I'm in, but yeah, obviously mainly in utility just because memes are, sort of just like NFTs. When the music stops, which it can stop very quickly in all this stuff like gaming did, and obviously DeFi Summer a while ago. So yeah, but yeah, so we'll go straight in. But like I say, if you can, sorry, fuck me, I feel like I've just done an intro in 5 fucking minutes. But if you can, like, comment, subscribe, share it about. This is going to be 20 minutes, another 15 minutes. But I'm just going to literally cover alts. But yeah, so this is what we're expecting Bitcoin. How fun is that? We're going to cover alts and straight back into Bitcoin. But yeah, sideways up, and now it's looking great. And obviously this is what we was expecting here. I think it was this one. Yeah. Obviously here comes straight up, sideways up, sideways up, sideways up. But yeah, so we've got Jesus fucking Christ. Um start with CRV. Now, there's a few ways that this plays out. This could even be the high, and you could even have had ABC X ABC. That's a 7-wave move. So to me, this just looks corrective, and it's also in a corrective channel as well. This is still sat in this area, and as you can see, we've had these lines printed out. We're obviously bouncing off of key areas of support. We're sat literally inside of this massive box. We really want this box to hold, and we are going to get that expand like fuck that I mentioned. But again, I'm just waiting for this to cool off a little bit, really. I just feel that, yeah, I don't know. I just want to cool off with CRV a little bit. That might be meaning not showing that this could expand. Like, look, this could literally just keep going through the roof. I just need a drink of water. Jesus, my throat in the morning's always fucks, man. Sorry if you just heard me swallow then. I know, yeah, disgusting. But yeah, CRV, I do think this is just going to keep expanding. I do think we are still going to get this. It's just ideally what you want is what we really want is obviously a 1-2-1-2. Because if we get a bigger 1-2-1-2, we've got more room to go. Let's say we do come up and then we've got a 1-2. Sorry about my coughing. And then we come 1-2, and let's say we do something like this. Could get a move like that. Whereas if we come straight up, we're more than likely just going to meet resistance early on. Stronger moves obviously precede more selling, so then we're probably just going to get something like this. Probably going to get a triangle, and then obviously one last push into, well, when Bitcoin's topping, we're probably going to get that final push. I also want to clarify something as well, right? Into Bitcoin, actually. Once this does top, all right, so the 1.618 here actually does show around March. I do think it's going to be March, early April. I've got, in fact, I can take this off as well. Where's this? Because we've got, yeah, this is obviously where we said start of alt season. Where is it? Horizontal line. Where's this? Yeah, vertical. This. So obviously cycle top. So roughly around this is where I think the top is going to come into. All right. But inside of all of this, obviously this is where alts are going to be running the most. As you heard me say before, alts could be running the whole way up because there's not much left in Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin tops in one of these levels. And obviously, we've had this target for a while now. Now, once this does top around March, April time, and we do start coming down, I do still think, regardless if we come down, we either do two things. Once we start coming down quite sharply and we start obviously taking, because it will be a quick flush, because we're going to be taking, sort of a lot of the liquidity. Like if we're just doing sideways up, sideways up, sideways up, how many, like what we've just shown there with all them unswept lows, how many unswept lows are going to be all the way up? Fucking shitloads. Literally, the leverage is going to be skewed so much on one side. Whereas this, we had a decent flush. Most people have got cleaned out there. Like here, most of the leverage, again, here, look, none of them lows got swept. All right, none of those lows got swept, and it was a similar structure to that as well. So, but eventually, once we do start coming down, I do think that once we start coming down a bit and we do start sweeping lows, alts they may shit the pants a little bit and just pull back and just be creating 1-2s, and I'll show you that in a second. Or whilst this is literally just doing this, like coming down, alts don't really budge, alts go fucking nuts. Come down for a 1-2, alts go nuts, shit the bed. Alts come down a little bit, but then we obviously triangle, alts go nuts. We come down for another wave 4, alts go nuts, and then the last wave. So you've got 9 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. And then this is where you've got an even bigger of your alt seasons. That's your first wave done. I don't know if it's going to come down here, but obviously when you've got a retrace like this that's going to last literally months on end, this is where you're going to get your major alt season. So we're going to get an alt season now, but we're not going to get the alt season. What most are expecting, and what, like the retail that are coming into the market now, right, are going to get so wrong-footed. In my opinion, a lot of them are going to be buying Bitcoin, or they're going to be buying memes. Now, the problem with memes is, let's say if that meta changes from memes to utility, then what? And then by the time they all have realized, oh, hang on a minute, we need to swap into utility, have we peaked? And then is everything still just going to be, coming down a little bit, going up, coming down, going up with alts? But I do think, obviously, pretty much most people, like most retail that are coming into the market, they're going to get fucked. They're still going to get fucked, regardless if they're in alts or not, more than likely. And then that's, sort of how it works. And then obviously once we get into a retrace, this is where I do think alts again are going to go, absolutely sort of parabolic. But this is going to be quite hard to tell of if when we do keep coming down in an impulsive wave, are alts going to be going with it, or when we're getting those brief periods of pullbacks like this is going sideways up, this is going to be going sideways down. Are alts, regardless of Bitcoin coming down, are they still going to be pumping? And that's going to be quite interesting to see. So I'm still a bit unsure yet if I'm going to be taking profit on pretty much most stuff at the highs, or if I'm still just going to be riding spot, because yeah, I'd sort of need to assess at the time, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that anyway. But I just wanted to show what I'm sort of expecting with Bitcoin and alt season. So you're going to get one here. Potentially, we're just going to be running the whole way through here, but this is going to be fucking mega. This is going to be, yeah, this is going to be fucking mega. But yeah, CRV, I think looks ridiculous. We have still sat in this area here. We want to be sitting at the high range of it, not at the low range. At the low range, you can still be saying that obviously we're squeezing under it. And you know, sort of it's acting as resistance, but we've broke above the major, like this major sweep here. It's this major sweep you want to get across. Once we've obviously started getting under this, yeah, there's these obviously more areas of confluence here, but where the hard part is done, in my opinion. I didn't expect us to jab straight through, but then obviously when we was up here, it was showing that we could just keep obviously flying through. And to be honest, that does look to be the case. Even though I want the 1-2, I still think we could just be going parabolic. Doge, for example, like this, yeah, I do think that we're going to be coming up with $1, maybe. I mean, again, what you've got here, you 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4. This could be 5. They're 4 5 4 5 4 5. So yeah, we probably will go up to $1, but again, this is the same thing, right? Doge, in my opinion, most of it is done. Most of the meat in the move is the wave 3 here. Now it's just what Bitcoin's doing: 4 5s, 4 5s, and 4 5s. You know, so again, is that going to be the meta for all? Memes are still going to be running because a lot of the money is going to be flowing out of Doge, which is obviously the top meme, which is like Bitcoin. Most of the money flowing out of Bitcoin, so that's going to be sprinkling into the alts. But yeah, I don't look. If you want to be buying this, I mean, buy it, but you could still be getting, let's say, nearly a 2x. But I just feel that, I mean, to be honest, it is still a good buy. But yeah, I just won't be touching it after this move. I just think it's going to take so long for you to get those gains, where I think you're going to be getting gains better in something else. Obviously, we're still in our Litecoin long. I'm going to be riding this for a while, to be honest. Yeah, but yeah, this is still. I'm going to be fucking the take profits off, and I'm probably going to be taking this at a 1-to-1 measured move. I'm probably just going to be taking it a sweep of that high, because this could just be a big A, B, and a C. Solana, obviously we've been covering this a lot. I don't know if this is going here or if it's going here. To be honest, it does make more sense to just absolutely parabolic up to 778 and just have a, you know, sort of a blow off top, as you say. This looks crazy, I know, but I've seen crazier shit happen. But yeah, this is yeah, obviously this is why we're expecting the top up here as well, to meet the middle of the channel from waves 2 to 4, and obviously extended from wave 3. Obviously I'm going to be making an Elliott wave course, and it's going to be depicting all this shit, going through channeling and everything, and that'll be coming out early next year. Ethereum, do you know what? I did think that more than likely this could just be going A, B, C, D, E, but now that we have bust up and we are up here, this probably does continue, to be honest, because of the, I mean, this could also be the case as well. A, B, C, D, E, something like that. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, then wave 5, then obviously wave 4 again, and then another wave 5. So something like that. There's a lot that can go into this. But yeah, we could be getting something like that. We can't really be getting a sharp. This is probably wave A of a triangle because it is pretty sharp. You've got wave A, then A, B, C, D, E, and then wave C. But this probably didn't mean to come as low as this because it's pretty much touching the high of wave 1, but it wouldn't matter even if it did as a wave 4, because even if it is the A of a triangle, wave 4 doesn't finish there. So it'd actually finish here. All right. But yeah, I do think that this is probably going to reach highs, and we might get something like this. We might have something like that, and then obviously wave 5, and then wave 4, then wave 5. All right, but yeah, I don't think this was meant to have come so low. I just think that the in markets like this that are over leveraged, you're going to get mental wicks like that. because it's just flushing out all of the leverage. So that's why we obviously have big swings in crypto, because everyone's fucking 100x and everything like morons. ACH. Now, there's a lot of these alts that I think look fucking great in my opinion. You've got wave 1, wave 2, then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an ending diagonal. We've been actually charting this from the lows. I think we've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. And again, all you're going to be having, and this is another reason why alts are going to be going nuts, because they're all showing this, just basing structures. This is just pure deviations and sweeps below the low, creating higher highs, creating higher lows. Again, here you're creating higher highs while you're creating lower lows. Fuck me, it just looks like a big Bollinger Band. That probably is where they are as well. And then now, obviously, what you're going to be getting is you're just going to be getting, in my opinion, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, wave 4, wave 5, wave 4, wave 5. So some of these look incredible, and a lot of them are showing the same thing, and it's quite poetic where Bitcoin is in the market now. Where I do think that everything is going to be popping off, and I think we're going to be getting around 150% in this. I do think ARB. I was meant to long ARB last night, but I was like, do you know what? It's going to make more sense for me to see if we pop up, break this high, and then I can put a stop below the low. So I will be entering a long on ARB. I think this is the same. This is actually pretty interesting. This could just be a big ABC, wave A, then wave B, then wave C, and an end in diagonal. Again, this is the same. I think that could have wave 1, wave 2. Don't really count waves 1, wave 2 always like this. This is like, but again, you get used to it when you get more experience with Elliott wave. Then you've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. Is this going to be wave 1, wave 2? And is this going to have a big fat green like we've just had with Bitcoin? Then you can obviously see the reason why I do love third of a fucking Amini is because it's so much more distinguishable as opposed to everything else. You can show it so much more as everything else, in my opinion. Especially when you've got obviously a build-up of waves, then wave 4, then wave 5, wave 4, wave 5. And again, a lot of these alts, I think they're going to be showing 100, 150 plus. So a lot of people, that is like, well, that's fucking shit. That's terrible alt season. But again, this is probably all we're going to be getting until the high. Maybe 100 to 300% moves. All right. You might be getting more. Look, it might be going fucking absolutely nuts, but in my opinion, we're going to get the biggest alt season here, because I think a lot of people are expecting an absolute crazy alt season now, like absolute fucking nuts. And I am expecting it to go fucking nuts, but I mean, by nuts, I mean like this could go obviously a lot higher. And again, we could be getting like 200, 300% move, but in my opinion, that's still fucking great. But then what have you got? So have you got this, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and then are you going to do what I showed before, where is this going to be creating a massive 1-2 while Bitcoin does that pullback that I mentioned? Obviously pulls back. I don't think it goes that deep, to be honest. But if that pullback are all these alts when they've created 5 waves up until roughly April, because they're all showing like if this does wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, where's this coming? Again, it's topping or April where Bitcoin is. Again, is this going to be creating a massive 1-2? And then are we going to be getting them absolute monster moves into that massive retrace? That's what I personally think is going to be happening. So again, this could be the same. This could be creating 1-2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 4, then 5, then 4, then 5. And where's it come up to? I think I just did an extra one there, but yeah, here then again, are we going to be getting an ABC down, and then are we going to be going absolutely nuts into that retrace? That does make the most sense, and that's what I am expected mainly. With CAT, I am pretty bullish on CAT. You just need to be getting above here, getting above 0.6, 0.046. So 4 zeros and 6. Because yeah, then you've obviously got wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. This is, and then are you going to be getting again wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, wave 4, wave 5, and then again wave 4, and then wave 5. And again, is this going to be pulling back, and are we going to be creating a massive 1-2? That's what I am going to be looking at, and that's why when we're out at the highs, if they are showing all 5 waves and where I think Bitcoin's going to be topping, I'm going to be out of everything. And then there's stuff like this that could be, a little bit different. Wave 1, wave 2. This could be 1-2. This could be wave 3, 4, 5. This could be coming down a bit. Then it could be wave 3, then wave 4, then wave 5. Does this go sideways? And then is this topped? And is this just a big A, B, C? I am starting to think as well with some of these cryptos, right, that they're not all just going to keep continuously just printing huge 5 waves and then just continue like wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, one massive wave 2, and then this just continues. I think it could act like shit like this. like stuff like this, like where we just literally, it's just sort of like chop for years. We could be having that because technically they are currencies. This is for another video. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I've just had the thought of it. Like, they are currencies and you can't just keep going up forever because of how some of the charts have looked and how they've printed, etc. These are just some of the charts that I'm looking at as well. I've actually put way more in here. I only ever checked 25, but I've been putting way more in lately, and to be honest, I shouldn't have. I've just been confusing myself. But CFX again. Sorry for yawning. Again, 200-300% move, maybe up to the highs. This could also be a fucking great buy. You've got 5 waves. And then obviously you've come down here. I've actually been charting this the whole time. But yeah, this is 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 wave A B C D E, wave 4 A B C D E, wave 4, and then wave 5 ending diagonal. And I remember being down here and I was like, right, we're going to be looking for an explosive move, and we've literally just been sweeping all them lows. So now I'm waiting for a pullback. And then again, is this another one of those moves where, 150, 200% move? Because this isn't literally just going to go all the way up. Like, you've got to adhere to the right look. Like, obviously you come back down, then you've got wave 3, then you've got wave 4, then you've got wave 5. Again, we're topping out of that March, April, and it's all looking great for these to have those big impulse moves, like 200% moves. Doesn't sound like a lot to some, but I still think it's going to be good. Again, engine, same thing. We obviously showed this before. I think we're going to have, like I mentioned before, last week, sorry, we're going to be having those explosive moves up. Engine, the same thing. 1 2 3 4 5. All right, we've come back to the previous wave 2 of 1 lesser degree, so this looks good. Again, probably just going to be coming up here, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and then are we going to be having a big retrace, probably coming back to this band of support. And I'm just showing you some of these alts, what I'm really looking at. This could just be anything, really. There's a lot of stuff. Phil's the same thing. I think Phil looks great, I'll be honest. Obviously a big accumulation zone, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. This could 1, 2, and then obviously off you pop, or it could be a leading diagonal. Just sort of showing you what I'm seeing in relation to, like, big accumulation zones like this, not had much move, and then all of a sudden would go. Whereas memes have already gone. So yeah, they've again, I think the same thing for this, to be honest. Obviously up here we was expected this move down, but now we've actually ended up getting, instead of this being, we've actually got an expanded flat A. We've took the sweep high liquidity and come for the bottom drawn liquidity, so ABC, and now I think that this is probably going to go from here and then just do something like that. This is the same. Again, this probably extends up to about here, 150, 200% move. So most are going to be doing similar to what, they're all going to be doing pretty much the same. Not the same, but you know what I mean. And again, like Pepe, stuff like this, like this has obviously got a bit in it, but these have already moved. Like I am actually in Pepe. I've got a bit of spot, but like I just think the same is this. This could have been a triangle. This could have been your A, B, C, D, and E, or that could have been D and E, or it literally could have just been a WXY. So WXY, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. This could be wave 3. This could be printed a triangle, then like this. This could be going like this. So this could still have a fair bit in it, to be honest. Again, look, I say fair bit in it, but is it just 100% move while utility is obviously going and pulls it more than memes? Because obviously Pepe looks like it's getting towards its 5th wave now. You've got Doge, which is obviously near the highs. Pinth, same thing. I think that this, again, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. I showed this before, actually thinking that this is going to moon up from up here, because I thought we had an expanded flat and this is just going to go, but this looks like we've just had more base in now. So again, same thing. 200% move, just a series of when this breaks, 3rd wave, 4th wave, 5th, then up like this. We're going to be getting them moves. So that's what I'm expecting for alts. So my sort of plan, I do think that we are going to be topping with Bitcoin, maybe for all of the alts of just that major one move. This looks great as well. Loads of these look great. There's shitloads of these. This is the same, obviously, down here. This is the same here as well. Oh, shouldn't be yawning. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. Again, is this going to be going parabolic? I do think it is. A lot of the money, and I just want to jump there to Bitcoin dominance now as well. But yeah, there's a lot like Popcat, etc. There's loads where they've just completed 5 waves. They've just completed 5 waves. I actually got stopped out of a trade here. Um, yeah, I got stopped out of a trade. I didn't even. I put it into my trade journal the day after, but yeah, I need to fix it all up. I've just been so fucking busy. Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, this is what was expecting. Popcat is its final fifth leg, because this is actually shown that this is actually its fifth leg, and I actually, do you know what? This could have topped, but again, is this going to have just got one last leg in it and then that's it? I don't think when we have that massive run, that sideways consolidation, what I showed on Bitcoin, I don't think that memes are going to be going into this. Personally, I don't know. They might be, but I just don't know if they are. People can say times are changing, this and that. We're just going through a stage of peak euphoria, like I've shown before, where shit is going just absolutely nuts because like more retail is going to be in the market now than ever. Like we've reached over 100k. How good is that for the fucking headlines? There's going to be more retail in it now than ever. Your fucking nan's going to be buying it. Your postman's going to be buying it. Your teachers are going to be buying it. Your bosses, everyone's going to be speaking about it. So, and what are people going to be buying? People love stupid shit. Poor God, I can't stop fucking yawning. People love stupid shit, don't they? And what's stupid? Obviously seeing fucking Mudeng and memes pop off like fuck. So, but yeah, Bitcoin dominance. This has literally, I don't want to say it's topped out right there. I don't want to call that, but this is literally topping. There is no doubt on it. This is literally topping. This is going to be flying down. I think it's going to be sweeping all these lows, to be honest. And then once we have swept these lows, I do think we're obviously going to be starting to charge and make our way back up a little bit, because I do think a lot of coins are going to be going to fucking zero. Not zero, but you know, we're going to be going through a very bad bear market. But again, I've also got another thesis that alts could just be going fucking parabolic. That could be going parabolic whilst Bitcoin is still shit in the bed. But again, that's later in years to come down the track, see how the PA is. But yeah, this is obviously we've been expecting this literally right from the low here 2 years ago now. Wow, bang on. Yeah, we did the post. I think it was on the 20th. It was one of these anyway. Bang on 2 years ago now, and this is where we are. We did expect it to come up to around here, or I said we're probably going to be tapping this at around 57%, but we have come a little bit higher, which is fine. It's just giving us even more room to run with alts. But again, this is going to work in tandem. This is going to be coming down while alts go nuts, and then maybe when Bitcoin's having that little pullback, maybe this comes back up and alts shit the bed. And then again, when Bitcoin does that retrace, so it's in reverse, when Bitcoin does its retrace, not this chart, when Bitcoin does that big, you know, when I said ABC, when I showed it like that, that is where this is going to be going like this. That's when that's going to be going like this, and obviously just keep shit in the bed. I don't know why it does that. Does anyone else get that? Session disconnected, someone else logged on. I had a look and I was like, no one's got my password. No one's got this account. Looking at recent activity, no one's logging in. So why is, yeah, it's weird. But yeah, and then obviously Ethereum, Bitcoin there as well. I do think that we're bottoming for a big WXY, ABC, WX, and then a big A. This is a truncated fifth. A, B, and then C. And then again, this is in tandem with Bitcoin dominance. And yeah, so that's pretty much it really. If you can, like I say, I say it all the time, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share it about. A bit of a different one today. So if you want to get in on the giveaway that I'm going to be doing eventually, you have to drop me a direct message. You have to drop me a direct message and type that in. You have to spell it like that. No capitals, no XYZ. Literally just spell it like pop. All right. You have to direct message me on Twitter. Nowhere else. You have to direct message me on Twitter. You can do it as well. It works. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. I just want to make sure I've covered everything. Yeah, we are good as gold. I reckon that's it. But yeah, I do think everything's going to be popping off. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun. But yeah, just quickly, the reason why, in fact, I think I already said that. Why we did stall out and sort of alts were taking a bit of a hit here is because Bitcoin, as I said before, I think Bitcoin was gearing up for a monster. Was that here? No, where was it? Um, Bitcoin was gearing up for obviously a monster move. So yeah, but yeah, all good. Peace. Hopefully you liked it, and yeah, that is it. I'll bring you another one next Friday. Adios.